Oops. Oh my god, that's actually real! I thought it was just people memeing! I thought it was a meme! I thought it was a meme! Oh! Okay. Anyone want to tell me how I got here?
Morning, Jade Moon 9. How goes it?
How did I get here? How am I here? What?
Boss says this is a simple job. Collect the gems, cash the check.
Who are you?
Side, dude.
What? Here, I'll do it while one-handed.
I hope Belle will be proud.
There. So, so that's the joke. And it does. Why does my character look? Because I have rabies, OBC. It comes with the clown nose. The real question is, are those my eyebrows or are those my eyeballs? So my real life perception is like a 1. While also being like a 30. You've all seen me notice everything. It's more of a, my patience is not very high when it comes to accuracy. It's not that I have no accuracy, it's that I have no patience, which leads to me not aiming. There's the radio tower, I can see it. I'm not blind. But you've all seen me find every glitch, every bug, every problem. I don't really call them out in this one. What the fuck just happened?
Okay, this way.
Ah. Drake.
On duty, please remain calm if you are injured. Protect and serve.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dog meat?
Hey. Over here.
You know, that is not my fault. I tried to get dog meat away from that. Y'all saw that? I tried my best. Oh no. Oh no. That did not just happen. Okay, I'm in a loop. I need to do something. I need to tilt. Tilt! There was another path to the side. I saw it. So tilt that way. Tilt this way. Woo! Tilt. Tilt. Ow! That was rude.
Oh, who am I kidding? This is automated. More cards.
Woo! I can't see! It's been a while since my screen... Okay, it's been a while since... It's been a while since it's been this hard to see. I'm driving off the minimap. Oh, I can't see the rock on the minimap. Driving via the minimap right now. We're good. We're good. There we go. Y'all messing with my game while I try to play. Thank you for the TikTok follow. Much appreciated. Oh god. I'm just trying to do dailies.
Mr. King, are you okay?
Look at you. Aren't you a cute dragon?
Little world, Nikki.
I know your name is Kilo, but I'm going to name you Rocks, because you look like rocks. Just chubbier.
Come to think of it, so the coffee.
You say hello, I say hello, because that's how greetings work. No, hello everybody, hello, good morning, good morning. I'm cold. I'm really cold. What is the weather right now? Oh yeah, it's 26 degrees. That'd be why. I'm cold. It was warming up and now I'm cold again. My body also like hates me, just straight up. My pinky and my big toe are both like slightly ingrown right now, and it's like pain. But hello. Oh, we need music. Boop. Music. So I don't have plans today. I don't. But I just want to vibe. But hello everybody. Hello Jade. Hello Somya. Hello Neku. Hello Sharon. Hey, no worries. Do school. Wait a second. Wait for the game to fully catch up, because it always takes that little bit at the beginning. Why are my frames worse than normal? Come on, game. There we go. It figured out what it was doing. Ah. Okay. Let's see. What we were working on last time is we were working on the little path through here. Getting this worked out. Hey, Pika. We're getting this worked out. We got this done. We brought Mr. Sniffington over here. And then we planned for a bridge here. Oh, that's awesome, Pika. We planned for a bridge here. Okay, so that's what we've done. Now, we could build the bridge. Hey, yeah, no worries. That's the thing. If y'all ever want something in the Discord, just ask, and I'll generally accommodate. Unless something seems like a really bad idea, I'll generally accommodate. So. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't have a plan. I don't have a plan. You know what I've also realized? My storage system that I made. Okay, so this did not work. Our test did not work. For those unaware, we were doing a test. We did a test last stream for whether or not these would go through. Oh, that's awesome, Pika. One thing we did not do on this. So down here, right, we have the storage system. And it's all designed... I mean, it's not there yet, but it's designed to, it's designed to autofill everything. We didn't actually put a drop-off point, so I need to eventually make a chest somewhere that you can interact with to drop everything off. God, I ache so much. It's cold and I'm sore. Let's see. I'm gonna be silly and I'm gonna trapdoor the walls of this place entirely. That should be more than enough trapdoors. Okay. Saw blade. Okay. Mangrove planks first. There we go. There we go. Start with 44 so I don't make too many and then throw them away. Okay. So, what I want to start with is just give this place walls. And that is on the outside, so we gotta go this way. Bum bing bum bum bing bum bum bum. And then this one's on this side. There we go. There we go. My cats are being a nuisance today. They're trying to push things around every chance they get. It's like, why? Why are we doing this? I love... So the double door thing just made all that happen in one. Look at that. Wah! There's a double door mod on the server, and it does not like trapdoors. I don't think it should affect trapdoors, but I find it funny that it does. Okay, but doing this at least gives me kind of a closed, safe area. At least it doesn't combine these. If it combined these, I'd have a problem. Ow. Hey, Beard. Okay. But it feels a bit better to have that actually raised up there. Cause yeah, I'm gonna create walls. It's gonna take forever, but this is gonna be a fun little project. I'm gonna create walls on this using armor stands. And I'm gonna regret it, but I think it'll be interesting. Specifically, like, making thinner walls here. I don't know if I'm gonna use it on other buildings, but I want this one to have it. Just because I'm curious the level of chaos it can create. Now, in order for that to work, though, we definitely need to worry about the interior first. Because otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of issues. But it feels good to have actual walls on that, even though the mobs could not figure out how to get over it. But what do I want to do? What? I did not have a plan today. I do not have a plan today. Areas like that bug me so much. Like, you look at that and you go, that didn't grow right. Kinda, yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need to damage this path. I don't feel like working on that right now because that's more just randomized texturing stuff. We might work on it later. Ugh. Just had an earache though. Ow. Ugh. I want to add a building there. The sniffer? That's the nose of the sniffer, Pika. The eyes are over here. That's a nose. I want to do a building over here. Right. But we're having... BB, stop. I want to... Okay. So... The logic says that the person is going to walk here. Atif is going to walk this way through the sniffer and over here, right? That's the logical movement if you enter here. But we could also go this way and go this way and have something intersecting the middle. But I think if we do that, we need to offset whatever building we do a little bit this way. Oh, no, it's cool, Pika. This is a sniffer. Usually they're red. They're red and green. But I got a resource pack that kind of bases them based on the biome they're in. But if we go here... Yeah, I wanna do a I want to do a fairly well-sized building over here, but we're gonna need to expand the ground. So let's get some dirt blocks, and then we'll work on the building. I mean, it looks like a dehydrated Pac-Man. I don't blame you. All I ever see is dehydrated Pac-Man. So I get it. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. So we need dirt. BB, stop messing with the wires. Damn it. BB's being a butt. Oh, but I did, I mentioned this last night in the Discord, but I did fix the spirit swap effect, so if that gets redeemed, you can see that it is now, it works in a different way. It's got actual, it's got some proper, like, edges and stuff going on it now, that it didn't have before, which is nice. I added the drop shadows in, I realigned it, fixed the direction. So it's what you would expect to see from it. Especially because I actually talked slightly with the person who created the effect, the original effect, about it, and they were super excited to kind of mention how they did the particle effect, and it's like, yeah, no, they were afraid they were saying things that were like, oh wait, no, you're not gonna know what I mean. It's like, no, I actually completely understand what you're saying, but they were worried. They were super excited about how they did it, and it's like, no, but how they did the particles and things like that, and it's like, I can't do that with the programs I have. I think I could probably pull it off with something like Blender and things like that, but I didn't. That's too much effort for what I was getting. Or like what I was working towards in the end. To create some of the particle effects and stuff. So it's like, that's not really conducive. So I didn't bother with that part, but arrows. But yeah, I just wanted to get, ow. Hey, Fee. How's it going? But yeah, I just wanted to get the spirit swap effect sorted, figure all of it out, and it should be good now. I'm happy with it. I don't think there's any way I could improve it, so. Oh, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Okay, let's lift that up a little bit. We don't need to make it perfect, but we need to make sure at least the front of it was filled in there. And then, what? I mean, our main building block has been this, but I don't want to use that purely. I think the warp mushroom would go good, because obviously we're using it for the past. So the warp mushroom. I'd like to get a purple. How's it going, Blue? Okay, let's see. Messy inventory. Get rid of you. 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 There we go. I'm doing alright, doing alright. So we're gonna grab warp stems. I'm gonna grab 2 of those. You're a deep purple when stripped. I'm gonna grab you. And then we're gonna grab some mangrove, and I think that should be the majority of what we use. At least for just sketching out the main walls, and then we'll worry a bit more after that. Because if we, so yeah, that gives us a kind of a purple, which I think will work really well. Let's grab a stack of that. Is this Tetris? What the heck? Sorry, my music is just... Yeah. Hiragi Magnetite, Tetris. Tetris. Bum 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 bum. This music is a vibe, though. Okay, so we have options here, right? I don't know which... Which one of these... Okay, I'm just gonna do this from a design thing. If I were to show you these, which one of these has been out in the sun? If I said they were the same thing, which one of them has been out in the sun? The pink? Yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, so what we want... What ideally we'll have is we'll have it in a situation where we'll replace them so anywhere that would be typically in the shade, so under any awnings or recessed, would be the dark. I gotta think, where is our center? Where is our center gonna be? So if this is here, but I want the center offset, we're gonna offset this way. Center is here. Go with you. And you. Still creates a wide building, but it's far enough offset that it is intentional. There's an important thing, I think, when you do asymmetry in designs that are not like perfectly straight, because typically a lot of people would end up going, oh, well, I want the big building straight in front. And if you do that, you would have the door right there, right? I don't like straight lines. They make things less interesting. So what you need to do is have it go off to the side. So you're trying to build a house-like structure, add to the walkway. I'm going to sketch out the location of a house, and I may not do the details, but I want to get the general shape figured out. So it'd be there. Why are my cats being obnoxious today? We don't need to be obnoxious today. But the important thing is that when you're doing this, you need to be... When you offset things, you need to do it with very strong intention. Like, it has to be clear you're doing it on purpose. Because one of the big things I see a lot of people do is they'll try to do asymmetry, but they offset it only by like 1. And when you do that, you end up creating this this question for people who are looking at it, right? It has to be very clear you did this on purpose. And I feel too often that feeling of intent just isn't there. In a lot of people's builds. And I think that really... can really hurt the overall feeling of a build. It feels better with 2. And this may not be the final blocks. I'm just trying to get kind of the feel. I'm trying to get that general feel. If we do that and then make the accents the red, I think that'll work pretty well. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, I did an odd number. Big buildings, generally, I make even numbers because I think it's very important to have that fancy double door entrance. I'm not a fan of symmetrical builds, and it's going to be hard for me to push myself out of that. But I do believe that the original start of this would be symmetrical. Right, so you would start with this, but then maybe we'll branch out and have this side extend forward. Or this side extends out further. But that core building would be very symmetrical here. The second story doesn't have to be, none of the rest has to be, but that starting portion just has to have that, you know? Okay. So, boop. Boop. We'll have a bunch of windows across the bottom. We'd have a layer. Boop, boop. 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 A boop. A boop. A boop. I love the I have these mixed feelings about using logs for walls. And I don't know if you're really seeing what I'm seeing and why I don't like this. Also, hi Velvy. I don't know why a lot of people don't seem to see this, but there is vertical striping, right? Because the logs are shaded in a way to make them feel slightly round. It's a very subtle, very slight shadow on everything. So when you start backing away, that stripe is there and it's a little more obvious. So I typically try to avoid it unless I'm enforcing it. But I think we're gonna have enough stuff in the way that'll make this work. But I just really want to get the vibe of this. Is that even the same block I was using? There we go. There we go. So now that we're back here, see, now you get an actual like structure vibe, right? It feels, we don't have to really work on the whole building, but we can get this like general feel of it. And then I'm thinking we do slabs across here that'll go forward, so we recess the starting section, right? I don't have a workbench on me. There we go. Create some slabs. Now we could do this height, which I'm a big fan of cramped spaces. I think one of the big problems a lot of people in Minecraft do is people are afraid of having a cramped space. And I can understand the idea of like not wanting your location to feel like it doesn't have the space anymore, things like that. Like, I understand that desire to not cramp people, but when you cramp people, it makes everything feel much more intentional. And it makes people slow down a little bit. So I think there's some reasoning to that. Now, I'm trying to think what the best choice here is. I'm viewing this as, okay, this is the exit of the building. You come out. Now, do I want the awning to be further than this? Do we want it to stick out past the front, or do we want like a flat face on the building where it drops back there, or we do other things? Do I want this to go all the way over? Or do I want this to maybe cut off right above these windows? Because, like, I can knock... If I knock these back... We've got that side, or we've got that side. And there's a different vibe to both, right? There's a different vibe when you can... When you're able to just see... I like it more filled out, personally. But I want more depth. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove the front row to this. Okay, so we remove the front row. I like how that feels on the sides, but I don't like how it feels above the main area. So let's do 6, and then yeah, that puts. Yeah, that works. That works. What we could actually do is go here, and then do 4. And then we get a more rounded one, and then we can put some like pillars like here and here to like bring it down and be a support. I think that'll work. Ugh. Mari's in control now. Now we wouldn't want a pillar here because that'd be blocking a window, so that's not where a pillar can go. The pillar has to be offset, so we maybe have to do armor stands for it. Or we do the pillars here. Wrong color. So we do pillars there. Let you see the windows. You can tell they're there. That one's a little hidden. I think this is the right approach. I really like the new Mari. It's gonna take a while for me to actually animate her. I might do her like head movement early though, to at least make that a little more accessible. But we'll see. But yeah, so then up here we got pillar there, wall there. We'll have a railing across this. I'm just trying to think of the most fun ways these buildings can look, because this is a long-term thing, right? If this is the core architecture inside the forest area, the question becomes, how is everything else designed? What is the theming? And my brain is drawing a lot from Final Fantasy designs. Specifically 10 is right now where my mind is stuck. It's not easy to do, but I would love to do some sort of tent roof. But that would take a lot of armor stand precision to really get down. But I do think it would be worth it. It's just very hard to do fabric. Raiders! Raiders! Hello? Why did... Ow. Why did that one get... Why is that getting cut off?
Cameron, clear.
That's a new bug. My follow noise is broken. Ow. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi. A chill butt, really? Welcome, Raiders. Oh, now they play. That was weird.
Dash EP just subscribed to us for another month. That's one now.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I am a chill variety streamer. Of course, I'm suddenly dressed up as Cleo. But hello, everybody. Thank you to Shibi for the resub. I do appreciate it. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer who focuses on interactivity in all sorts of ways. Chad has the ability to dress me up in outfits that they have made for me via Streamloots. If you haven't checked out Streamloots after Cleo's stream, you should sign up for it there. There's also a new Firefox extension that I have linked down in my panels. So if you use Firefox, you can use them there. But yeah, no, welcome, welcome. Also, just as a note, because I know Cleo had mentioned Mira during their stream. Thank you. Mira actually drew Mari and my PNG tuber. So both of those are things. Really? It's really hard to play Minecraft standing. I'm not on a controller. You get to see me tiny though. So my cards are to the point of even my Minecraft game is changed. So like I'm tiny now. Like I am actually shrunk because of the Streamloots cards. And now I'm back.
Great, you're hanging out with me.
But
Animate says you aren't allowed to stop moving.
Thanks,
Push
Blaze.
through it.
That's really annoying because I have to stand. I hate standing and playing Minecraft because I do not have a standing desk. But I focus a lot on interactivity and a lot of fun stuff like that. Chat has a bit of manipulating my game. It's usually not this chaotic. However, they will do this immediately upon raids just so they can have fun with it. It's really hard to see. Oh God. Yep.
You're making me wonder how many more cards can actually be played before the cooldown.
How do I get to my bed?
Chat.
How do I get to my bed? My bed is here. It's not nighttime. It'll be back to normal in a second. It's just the combination of certain effects can get a little overwhelming at times.
Demands a spicy bean. My condolences.
Okay.
Archeator demands your head. I promise to feed the cats. Blazy actually animates says we should provide the cats with treats. I wonder what these like anyway.
Let me breathe. Let me breathe. I'm just gonna go right here while I get the spicy Carolina Reaper bean. Great. Okay. I got the Carolina Reaper bean. Three, two, one. Ah! Ah! I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Ah. I'm not dead.
Slow down, chat. I can only throw these effects at Cam so fast. Oh, who am I kidding? This is automated. More cards.
Yes. Let's all laugh.
It's yeah, the pride stuff is really good. They were all done by Beauty in Flight. Where? All my armor is not. Nope.
Judgment.
Can I sit? I can sit. Oh, great. The game is leaving me. Thank you. Just what I didn't need. My game. It is usually not this much stuff. But this is also why Cleo doesn't let me do this to their game. Because it's impossible the more people there are. 3, 2, 1. That goes there. I can't see. Did I get everything? Pretty much. I do think there are some fun, simple things we could do, but yeah, I don't blame you. I was trying... where... There it is. I'm trying to get some basic stuff sorted out. But I guess because people are new. Nothing's happened in my bot. Why are you asking, Galaxy? There's no lore with Mari. Mari's just Mari. Mari's just chill. So if you see message being deleted, you're probably on mobile. Or you have better Twitch TV installed, but you're probably on mobile. The messages that are getting deleted are commands that you don't need to see. So, because Twitch mobile, for whatever reason, doesn't acknowledge the fact that there's chat delay. And because it doesn't acknowledge that there's chat delay, you get screwed over. But I guess for anybody new who has stayed through all that chaos, wow, my face is inflamed. I will show off what I have done in my base. I've been toying with armor stands. I know Cleo mentioned this the other day, but here are the lanterns. I think they look better with the oxidized copper, but it's a matter of opinion. But there is a lot of armor stand work in my base that I slowly jump around between projects. Stack of stuff. This is real. Everything else is fake. But you can't walk through it. Because the one thing I'll say for a lot of stuff in with armor stands and stuff is that you need to give them hitboxes. You need to give them hitboxes. And that's the big thing. If you give them hitboxes, because there's a pot inside this one, there's a wall inside that one, there's player heads inside these. If you line them up to have a hitbox, it makes them feel more real because you can't walk through them, right? So you just kind of try to give them hitboxes where you can. But there's a lot of like little things that have it. Like these are real, but then obviously these are all fake. Do you think soul lanterns work well with the oxidization? Probably, yes. Soul lanterns would probably work really well. I can agree with that. We have my wall here, and because a lot of you are new, if you've not seen this, how many armor stands do you see on this wall? We're just gonna go with this wall. How many armor stands do you see on this wall? Because this is fun. I'm trying to count to remember. Yeah, I see how many I have. I will tell you this. Aim higher. Wow, even Cleo's wrong. Arky might be a little high. And Bunny got it. It is 9. It is 9. The answer is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the door. Doors, 2 trap doors. It's also on a slab. This is a door on a slab. Yeah, I built a door on a slab, and then you can go up here, and then so this is lined up in a really interesting way because the ceiling here is a slab. I can't walk this way. These pots are in the way, so I can't accidentally get there. These are also armor stands, but this is real. But then these are vertical, and then this has to be fake because this is obviously offset a half block, and then those are fake. So I can crouch through it. And then the panes are offset because it looks better, and I needed to get them on a half block. Because, like, the center of the block is right there. But yeah, no. Super complicated doors. The interior is cursed. Those two are fake, obviously. Fake. So I can go through all the windows. But yeah, no, it's very complicated for what it is, but like I love toying with armor stands. Like simple things like this. Obviously you can't normally do this. I don't think actual Minecraft should have vertical slabs. I think you end up with too many weird things that would pop up with them. I don't think they're necessary, but But yeah, I've got these here. So these are lower down for a specific reason, and it's mainly because the main section doesn't have it. But I actually, so these have this piece inside of the same piece. But they're there. Yeah, I think there's too many odd combos and weird alignment things that you're going to start running into if you start doing vertical slabs that just don't work well. Ooh, random lag spike. Ooh, what? Ooh, that actually lagged my computer out a little bit. Sorry about that. I got to figure out what's going on with my Minecraft. My Minecraft does not run well. I'm not actually sure how much of this is armor stand. So just as a fun thing, I know that is an armor stand right there. Oh, new name? It's a good name. These are real. I believe that's an armor stand, that's an armor stand, that's an armor stand. Because on the... Oh, wow. Because these are higher by a slab. Been alright, been alright. Other fun things, let's see. Other fun things right here. A lot of y'all appreciate this. There's a gap in the path. But I can walk across it. So right here there are glass panes right here, so it's level. And then these are obviously slabs that are tilted, walls that are sideways, and then this is a bracket I made for a banner, but it's just to cover up the Z fighting. That's, you can see a little bit of it right there. I hate Z fighting, but it makes this look more like an attached dock than it would typically, right? So I just love that. But one thing I really love is these. These little spots, they don't do anything important. But they allow for some texturing that isn't normally there because, like, obviously this spacing doesn't make sense. But also it's a bent up board, so it just makes it seem older, right? It's just a simple little accent. The only problem is you really do, if you don't want it to look wrong, you do have to go in the direction of the boards. So, like, I can't go this way without it feeling weird. But you can bend up the boards, get some unique shapes in there, and have some warping to it. Here's my favorite thing, though. Look at this. Look at this. I love this Torii Gate so much. All right, have a good one, buddy. But yeah, I love this. Nothing, just a logo for the village, and I might change that out, but it's a temporary logo for the village. So this Torii Gate, though, 2 armor stands here. So this is 2 armor stands with player heads to make a giant block. We've got one there, one there. We've got one there. We've got one there. We got these brackets there and there. And obviously same on the other side. And then all those across the top are armor stands. But then up here, they're inside of a wall, which allows for kind of a visually interesting top to that. Right? Like, I love how that looks there. And then inside of that, which you can actually see if I open Journey Map, you can see how it's... Am I glowing in game? No. The sparkle on me is my armor. Because the armor is sparkling. But yeah, no, so there's all these little details. But one of the cool things, and this is my favorite thing about this, honestly, armor stands aren't destroyed by lightning. So if we wait just a little bit. I hate that my shoulder does that weird flicker. I'm gonna need to get a new player model soon, though, so it's fine. But, if we wait... The copper color you saw in Journey Map, if you were paying attention, is actually inside of those slabs on the end, which means when it storms... This may not happen specifically to this one, because there are 2 Torii gates. There. But it'll strike the Torii gate. It strikes there, and then there's another one over here that I made. But yeah, they stack up. I have no idea what you're talking about, Neku. Boop-a-doop. Wow! One of my new effect cards. Okay. But I don't have... I started today, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew I really wanted to play Minecraft. I'm not good at giving myself direction when it comes to things, so I kind of end up in this weird spot. But... yeah. I wasn't covered in red. I was red, Neku. You've been here long enough. You know chat can change how I look at any time. Chat has control over how I look. But we're working on trying to design kind of the layout of a big building. This isn't the final, like, face of it. You don't have that bad a memory. You don't have that bad memory. I know you don't. Because you remember coming here. And if you remember coming here, then you remember that. Because chat has the ability to directly influence pretty much everything going on. But we're trying to get a general color scheme for a building down. We're trying to figure out exactly what works for the shape of a building. Ooh, is Sleepy Sleepy broken? Sleepy Sleepy's broken. Oh no. Oh no. Where is Sleepy Sleepy? Sleepy Sleepy? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found Sleepy Sleepy. I found Sleepy Sleepy. Okay, so there's Sleepy Sleepy. Can somebody redeem Sleepy Sleepy again? I don't know what the cooldown is on it. There we go. Sleepy Sleepy returns! Fixed it live. That is... oh, I know what that is. That's a coffee cake. Okay. But yeah, so the main thing I've been working on is trying to figure... hey, Greg. The main thing is trying to figure out the shape of this building and how exactly I want it to feel. And I'm not 100% on all of it. I know I just want this to be a big building. I'm questioning how much work I want to go into for some of the visual effects. And it's just a lot of... where do I draw the line for the amount of work I want to do? Because in my mind I have a very... For anybody who's played Final Fantasy X or X-2, I'm thinking of Guado Salam and how their buildings are, and granted they're usually built into like into the side of trees and rocks, but I have that mental image of it, and I want to. Thank you for the follow. I have that shape idea. Mari did get an update. I need a shape here. Hey!
Father,
Hey, Shy.
God King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner from home. Odysseus.
I was trying to think of something clever, but I got nothing. But hi, Shy. How's it going? Okay. I need a way. I need a way to figure out the shape. Ever important scaffold block. Okay. So, how do I want to do it? I want this wall to go up further. But I kind of want a... This is kind of that weird spot, because like typically, right, typically you have that section down there. You would want this section to be a different color. Now, I guess this area, though we did talk, this would be under an awning, so we can go this. But then we're gonna have a lot of red. The building is facing the road. This is clearly the outside of the building that you were looking at. Problem is, if I use this, it gets it's a lot of red. Oh yeah, we have biome-based sniffers. The only thing I don't like with that sniffer, with one of the sniffer designs, is one of the sniffers has one of the sniffer versions has a blue flower on its back and it looks weird. Resource pack. Just a resource pack. It's based fully on what biome they're in when you load them. If I go and we look around, you can name tag them to make them certain ones. The cats, because they have breeds, are able to actually be whatever. The blue flower is fine, but the green of the flower does not match the back. I do not offhand remember the name of the resource pack. There's my villagers. But I can go show some other things. Like, let's go really quick. If we go to the spawn village, somebody went around and collected most of the chickens. One of which is clearly a turkey. And that one's a rubber chicken. That is a stereotype, Neku. That one's just an egg. That's a rainbow flamingo. Excuse me, you're not a chicken, you're a capybara? Why are you in here? The capybara is just a pig reskin. Here's our iron golems. The capybara was just, I thought it was cute, but for the most part, a lot of, oh yeah, and too tall wheat, because wheat should be like this. But yeah, the pigs are reskinned to be capybaras, just because it's nicer. The server is very, there are a lot of mods on the server, but they're all very light. The only one that I would say is actually game-changing out of the mods that we have is the fact that we have copper hoppers, which are just hoppers with an item filter in them, because it felt better to have easy access to item sorters than people having to make giant redstone contraptions. The zombie villagers are, but most zombies themselves are not. I don't know what this music is, and I'd like to change it. I have not. I don't typically look for snapshot stuff anymore. Here's another one of the sniffer recolors. This is an undead one. If you name it overgrown fossil, it's skeleton. The pack of like everything I have, no, it's all just private on my server. The only people who can download it are people in my server at this point in time. I know Rose has a dark sniffer who's got a tree on his nose. It's also an issue of most of the mods I got are from a mix of sites, and they're not all consistently on one. So I can't really release like a mod pack for people to download with it, because like not all of them are on Modrinth. A couple are on CurseForge only, and it creates this back and forth problem, you know? I'm not sure who else has things. Skeleton horse. Yeah, here's Greg's place. Eerily quiet here. Concerningly quiet. Let's see. They probably have everything here, I'll be honest. CurseForge has changed hands too many times for me to feel like I want to use them.
Hey Cameron, I think it's time you move before you fuse with the chair.
Mari, I'm
Grab a
fine.
drink.
Mari, I'm fine. Boop. Crawl the boat. Oh yeah, no, that I feel like every single mod collection site has a big problem somewhere. Like every mod collection site has an issue sticking out somewhere. I don't have a problem with the divide. I think the catch is just to be supportive of each other. Like, that's what I miss about the old internet, right? Because the old internet, it was like, yeah, there might be all these sites, but they were very good at crediting other sites and letting you know, like, hey, this is over here or this is over here. Because the problem you run into when you end up with this whole don't go to other sites thing is you end up with a lot more theft. You end up with a lot of people stealing, like, the number of times you can try to look for a mod or a shader pack and people are like just uploading them to their own services or re-uploading the packs for others to download is so high. And it's because we've as a culture, the internet itself has stopped linking to the sources and started just re-uploading for themselves. And it's just one of those things where I think conversations need to be had more easily across multiple platforms rather than all consolidated to one place. And it's a whole back and forth. I have this kind of mixed feeling because you get like with Modrinth, right? You don't have comment sections, which means if you have a problem, they've got to go to the GitHub, make a GitHub account, and go somewhere else. Like they've got to go off-site. But with CurseForge, you end up with so many so many sections and questions and things, and then you see outright hateful comments and they never get moderated because people don't bother to check them. And it's like you need so many controls. I mean, we can even talk with like bigger sites. Like if we talk to YouTube, YouTube is missing so many moderation things, right? And that's a big site that doesn't really have an excuse for not doing it. It's just, there's just a lot. Cause like, I'm on 1.20 or 1.21.1, I think. Yeah, 1.21.1. So I don't have the latest version with some of the nice features that have been added to like Armor Poser, right? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I understand that there's these issues, and that's where I think where I have a bigger problem with CurseForge than other ones, is because CurseForge has had on multiple occasions big companies backing them, right? And that's a big thing. Like I get it, but it's super frustrating when you see certain things and it's just like I don't know what approach could be done for things. Hey Tidy. But like when you see these big companies, the ones that have the budget to fix things, the ones that can do, the ones that have like different moderation stuff and things, and it's just like but like the one thing I was saying though, like, because I do want to talk a little bit about moderating comments. YouTube is the worst for that. Because one thing that YouTube should have for creators, because YouTube does not care about creators. YouTube cares about viewers. And it's the same issue I have with Streamloots. YouTube's main target audience is viewers, not creators. And it leads to moderation issues. Like, because I moderate comments for Clio and stuff on their YouTube videos, right? On mobile, I can hide users from channel. On desktop, I can't. Oh, I'm sure, Shy, but I feel like Twitch has an issue of spreading itself too thin. But because of investors and things, stop fighting, cats, please. I get it, you're cute. You're cute. Stop fighting. Cats are being butts. I'm glad, Lappin. I'm glad. Do you have that automatically enabled to require you to do alt text, Lappin, so you don't forget? Because you can go into your accessibility settings and actually require alt text, so you can't forget it. Okay, if the door is gonna be centered. I'm glad, Lappin. I appreciate you doing that. Okay. Double door. Let's do 2 up on both sides. Actually make some progress here. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, that's interesting to know. I didn't know it would reset for that, but yeah, that is good to know. Okay, let's do that and then maybe bring this up a bit more. But that way we get a little bit of a framing type setup. And then I think we're gonna have to do some form of trickery to make this work. I need that. So I think what I want to do though is I want these instead. Misclick. Okay. Listen, playing Minecraft with a trackball ain't easy, okay? Oop. There we go. Yeah. Okay, those look good and they work well sideways because of where they're at. I don't know how well it's going to work depending on how I do the interior of that, but it feels good to have that shape. That only works if I carry that down. So... Okay. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. The sniffer, I would really... The only thing I don't like about the sniffer, and I know it's not easily doable, blah, 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 and I know some modders have handled it, blah, blah, blah. But you should be able to stand on a sniffer. You should be able to stand on a sniffer, and you should be able to carpet a sniffer so you can ride on it. Like, carpet, and then it puts a little, like, a carpet saddle on it, and you should be able to ride on it. Sniffers just have that, like, perfect vibe for that, and the fact that you can't... They remind me of, for anybody who's played Final Fantasy 14. Riding around on the Adamantoys. That's the vibe they give, and I'm sad. Like, I want the ability to ride them around like the Adamantoys. Well, while I get what you're saying with a saddle, I think a carpet would make more sense instead of a saddle, and leave them very slow. I mean, the pitcher pods, technically speaking, Shy, like... Like this right here. Boop. Okay. But yeah, though I hate this about the... Like, I understand why strip logs have the slightly rounded corners, but it always makes my eye move around. Like, I can't keep it in one spot, and I dislike that. That is the one big complaint I have when it comes to them, is that there's this feeling of movement or flowing, and I hate it. Okay. Like, it doesn't feel right to me. I want this building to feel more than symmetrical. Symmetrical bugs me. I'm highly opposed to symmetrical buildings, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this because I want it to have a center door, but I don't want this to feel like it has a face. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting much done today. I'm aware I'm not getting much done today. Sorry. Pika, you mentioning cheese pull is just making me think of, last night we were playing Spirit Swap and there was a cheese pull in Spirit Swap. Yeah! So in swamp biomes on my server, we have a little mod that just makes, firefly particles in swamps and mangroves. I was given crap because for a long time I was just like, this is all Mojang needed to do. This is all Mojang needed to do. Just make certain biomes at night do this. That's it. And instead they made a whole difficult thing. But now we're getting them, so yay. Okay, so we've got this. This is fine. But I need... Okay. I need this to keep going up. How... Okay, there. I forgot you lit up. There we go. I mean, what we're seeing with them is that they're in bushes. From what I saw from the screenshots, it looks like they drifted fairly high from the bush, and as long as it doesn't care if something's intercepting it, then you can hide the bush inside of things pretty easily. So I don't think that'll be too bad. I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. Like, because they drift fairly high, you'd be able to do like a bush and then a slab or a trapdoor or something to cover it up, and they should still appear above it. Hopefully. I'm hoping they're not restricted like campfires and stuff are. Keep forgetting I just have the ability to zoom out. Well, the problem is I don't view anything that can currently be done as a probable thing that will stay. That's fair, Shy. That's fair. Like you're saying like the ability to manipulate what those particles are. But I feel like if you're getting to that level of manipulating what those particles are, you've started entering into the area of full-on map maker, which means you're already probably using commands anyway to create the things, and then it's more, can I just tell the particle I'm creating to move in the pattern of the firefly in the first place, right? Because I don't see any of that coming to vanilla territory because it doesn't quite track to me. I like this shape. I like the mesh that's going on here. I need to remove the ones that are above the windows on the side for the shape to be consistent, though. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying now. Okay. So that shape is consistent. That shape is 2, 2, 2, and then it goes up a little bit, right? So this is doing the shape I want. I want the pillars to go all the way up. Go up there. Go up there, and then actually go 2 higher. More support pillar than anything. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Eh. Okay. The one thing, and I've stood by this for a long time, I would like to see from Minecraft. I would like to see them take the time to make an official, like we have simple, we have fancy, like we have our fancy graphics. I would like a level higher than that becomes available as a new option that is a built-in official shader. Because like right now, like I do have shaders on, right? But I have the shaders set to an extremely low setting, almost to where it doesn't really feel like shaders are on. But that is a lot more lifeless. And it's not that I have powerful shaders on. I have them on a very low setting. Let's see, I'm at 40 FPS if I turn it off. Yeah, I've got my frames locked at 40, but like Fabulous just makes sure everything is on the translucent, like, or doing its show through stuff, but it's like this isn't a lot, right? I would really like them to lean into that. Like to actually like create something where you can really feel that. Yeah, Fabulous is transparency and whether or not it's how transparencies stack. So like looking through a window, looking through a window, looking through a window. On Fancy, it just shows the front one. On Fabulous, it shows all of them. And it has to do with water as well, I believe is the things that it's supposed to mess with. Now that Beard mentions it. Yeah, no, I am too, but it's just one of those, like, I would really like, it's one of those like little updates that it's like, I'd like more technical updates rather than this. And I know, I have kind of that mixed feeling too, like I know they're gonna be rolling out more updates, but my concern with them rolling out more updates is it means that we're gonna be seeing more people playing on a lot of different versions of Minecraft due to simple mods they have. The only people that aren't really gonna be messed with are gonna be Bedrock players if they're rolling out a lot of their micro updates. Which I love the idea of micro updates. I think that's a healthier one for dev teams. I think it's healthier for community interaction and input and changes. I'm just worried that about the implication of about the implication for mod makers, because it is a very mod heavy game that relies on the modding community, right? Ugh. And then I saw people complaining. I saw people complaining about the different like mobs and stuff. People complaining about Mojang taking things from mod makers that mod makers have done. It's like find the first mod maker to do falling leaves, because I bet you can't. Because like they were complaining about the falling leaves being something that, oh, mod makers are that, like, yeah, but like you can't expect them to credit if they can't find the original person. Because there was a comment on Mumbo's recent video, right? Somebody saying you should, like, somebody saying Mumbo should credit the people who made the player models, and I do agree. I do agree that it would be good if Mumbo could credit the people who made the player models. But good luck proving that's the person who made that player model. Because, like, I'd rather... It's a weird spot where, do you risk crediting somebody who possibly stole it? Do you risk officially crediting somebody who officially stole something? And that's a big thing, too. I think... Armor Poser is one of those things where Armor Poser doesn't feel vanilla in its design, but there are bits of it that should at least be in there. I understand not having the preset poses, but I think you should be able to edit each armor stand by directly clicking on it. Maybe you can't make them invisible. Like, I could understand, you can't make them invisible, you can't turn off the gravity, but you can change the arm pose and stuff through some sort of menu. Should at least be in there, right? You know, that's actually a funny thing to mention, Shy. That was a big... I know Cleo had mentioned this on stream. That was a big thing about just getting the Hermitcraft map uploaded. That was a whole conversation. I could see there being a vanilla way to do invisible armor stands, but I feel like the problem with invisible items in Minecraft as an official thing is it's too easy for people to lose the item. So they would lose the armor stand would just be there and they wouldn't know it's there anymore. Or they would lose an item frame and not know it's there anymore. There's too many of the... There's too many issues that come with invisible items that I understand invisible items not being an official thing outside of map making commands and stuff, right? Because you run into that issue. Because the only way to counter that, I feel, would be with some sort of item that if held makes you see invisible things. But then what's the practicality outside of building, and where's the multiple uses? Because everything should have multiple uses, and you should be able to use it in a lot of ways. Ugh, I'm sorry, Shy. Microsoft lawyers have got to be one of the worst things that happened to Mojang, is just having a lot of red tape that I'm sure they initially did not want. But, I guess for that same conversation, everybody there at Mojang did not necessarily have a say in that, so... The Bedrock Cauldrons is an odd one that I still don't understand why we don't have. Because it is possible to do. I don't know why we don't have that straight up. So, this is a weird one. I don't blame he who shall not be named for selling to Microsoft. Because to expect any game to live longer than 5 years is absurd. Yeah, I agree, Shy. Hey, Sam. Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad they sold it. I'm glad they sold it. But like, everybody expected Minecraft to die. Everybody expected Minecraft to die. Every single person, and don't tell me you didn't, because everybody expected it to die when it was already on a downward slope before it sold. Everybody expected it to last maybe a few more years. There were a lot of things that were trying to replace it coming in, trying to do the same thing. Something better surely going to come along. The only reason Minecraft survived was the modding community. Minecraft would have died without mods. And it's one of those interesting things where it's like, I get I get... Yeah, but I mean, I was... For what it's worth, the only reason Microsoft didn't get to screw it up is because Mojang was very stern in that Java stays around. Because Microsoft wanted to kill off the Java edition, and if the Java edition was gone, then so was the game. That would have killed off the YouTuber community on it. And you can't kill off the YouTuber community. Because that would have been the end of it. That just would have been the end of it. So, like, there's conversations to be had about that. Go like there for the windows. I don't have any specific plans. I'm kind of, it's in the title. It says Meandercrafting. We're Meandercrafting. We're doing things as we think of little things to do. The reason that is like that is those are going to be armor stand walls. Which is not something I recommend anyone do, but that's what it's going to be. Enjoy my messy storage. Oh, here's one. Here's one that drives me nuts that should really be in the game. Please? Can we please have that? It goes one way, but... Can that please be in the vanilla game? Just like as a statement. Gets a little annoying for this though. Oh yeah, I also have rope ladders, so I can break it from the top. But I cannot play survival Minecraft Bedrock because it's too ingrained with me how the controls work on Java. With a mouse and keyboard. I don't think controller works very well because it was too built into the design of the game. I think, okay. I have an alternative idea for you, Shy. I have an alternative idea for you. Because I get what you're saying about placing flowers and grass and stuff on other things. What if there was a dirt pile item that you could set on something that would allow you to plant a flower in it or plant the blades of grass? So you had like the dirt thing that worked kind of like redstone dust, and then if you had that on the block, like what if you could do that? I was still saying it, Shy. So what if you just had like a dirt plod that you could set on something like redstone dust, and then that would allow you to place the flowers or allow you to place the grass or allow you to grow those things on it. But you would need it because it would allow it to keep the kind of, it doesn't make sense that you can just plant a flower in a brick wall, but if there's dirt on the wall, then you can, right? I have mixed feelings on the chair thing. I think as you get things that do not fit the certain shapes of Minecraft things, I'm not really feeling the chair thing. But oh, moss carpet would be a good one. Like be able be able to intersect like the new flowers and stuff with the moss carpet. I think that, okay, I think there is an interesting conversation to be had about a lot of the things though. So wishing the existing things were better. It's a mixed statement here, but I think it is good that Mojang doesn't necessarily make them great as far as things go. Because if Mojang were to make the thing great, the modders wouldn't need to add anything as much. And I think the idea of things not being quite where they want them, where you'd want them, allows for modders to be in a position where they can all do their various takes on the thing and people can pick and choose what version of it they want. And it allows for a lot more stuff going on. I think there's just some fun in that aspect of allowing modders to kind of guide the community a little bit. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't work on improving what already exists, but I think there is a line where there is some appeal to directing people towards modders. So it's a back and forth. Usually my assumption on a lot of it, Shy, for a lot of the reasons Mojang does what they do, is an inability to find a way to put it in a stable enough fashion that they don't have to worry about it causing a bug somewhere else that causes major issues that they would have to then worry about spiraling out of control with the sheer amount of stuff. You're fine, Shy. Like, I still hate their excuse for the original Fireflies. Why are we adding Fireflies? It's like, because they were laggy as fuck. That's the correct answer. It's because they were laggy. You couldn't find a way to optimally put them in. You don't have to go, oh, because frogs could eat them and die. Like, then don't let the frogs eat them. Problem solved. Because apparently eating a creature made out of magma is not poisonous for a frog. Bundles are weird. I don't know. Bundles have always been weird. I need to be right back, though. I need to stretch my legs. I need to grab a drink. And y'all should probably stretch your legs, too. So we're going to be right back for 3 minutes. I will catch y'all in 3. There should be a free soundboard card if you check the chat. And there's a drop mini game if you feel like hanging around anyway. So be right back. All right. Have a good one, Shy. Thanks for hanging out. Whoa, he got me in the air. Whoa, whoa. Too bad, no more pumpkin spice for you. You're only allowed the Spice Girls anymore. You wanna? Zigga, 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 ah. Love the noises. Just reminds me of the whooping snakes from Abominable. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I like that they keep, sir? Ooh! Ooh! Well, that wasn't right. That was not right. That was not right.
Blue plush dragon who looks like an Orbis sky, and the one that looks like a Muppet on the tail of my worm on a string whose name is Stargaze. That's Cameron JK.
Wait, you stuck me on the tail?
Yeah. You're a Muppet.
Amazing. Have I disciplined the child? Do you only know how to handle if I use a gun? Ada seems confused. What do you want from me? So yeah, anybody watching this in the future, if this is made into a clip, look, we made it over to the island using those fancy lily pads. Very hard to do, had to get as close as I could off of the lily pads and do a dash jump off of the last one, but we did make it. I'm really surprised that we were allowed out here though. If my account gets banned, y'all know why. Oh! I love that clip's timing so much. I had to let that one finish out just because I love that clip so much. Just, if I get banned, you know why? Dead. But hello, we return. I don't know what to do. So this is why I put Meandercrafting in the title. You hit these days where it's like, I have so many things to do, but I don't really want to do them. Like, I need to work on this ugly ass boat, right? I need to work on this ugly ass boat. But it's hideous, and I don't really know where to start. Like, I've got to fix up the shape of the outside. Some of these need to change out for stairs, because I built this whole thing with blocks, right? There are stairs in here. It's like, I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. But then it's like, does this need to be stairs? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And I don't really want to go through the whole process of figuring out which one I want that to be right now. Yay, Pika! I want nachos. Maybe I'll order nachos. I shouldn't order nachos. I have food to eat, but I kind of really want nachos. We need to break up this path and make it more damaged, remove bits of it, make it more overgrown. Because, like, over here, it's not. I haven't done that yet. Right, I haven't done that yet. Oh, have our vines been growing yet? They have. We didn't get any glowberries on them, but they did grow. Why did you not get a single berry? How dare you? But yeah, there's a lot of like little things all over I need to do, and I don't know. I want to do a bridge here. More buildings there. I want to get rid of that, probably, right? Yeah, that tree's gonna go. That tree's gonna go. We're gonna go up this way. The big thing for me with a lot of this, right, is like while we do have a tree cutting mod, you end up cutting down way more than you intend to if you're not careful with those. Because it's really not sure what to do when you're in a giant mangrove like this. We need to go up here. Get rid of that. That. See, like, I'd rather do that, right? And then we disconnect that leg. Make sure that's clear. Disconnect this leg. And now I think... Did I get it? I was trying to get rid of just the one tree. I'm unsure about that one little bit here. Get rid of you. There. Whee! But yeah, that just already starts opening this up. So we get that one, and then we go up here, right? And I think that's kind of the thing is I usually build my cities in a different way. I usually build them, if you've been here long enough, you've seen, I usually build in white concrete and try to like map out a lot of areas. And I haven't been doing that this time, and it feels weird to me to not be doing that, but... Like, it feels very strange to me to not be doing my normal approach to this stuff, but... But sometimes that just doesn't work out for how things are going. Like, I'm trying to focus a little bit more on getting bits and pieces done, but I like to map out large areas. It's always been more appealing to me to have a big vision and then slowly fill out that vision than it is to do just the pieces. Yeah, so now it's feeling more intentional. This tree's gonna need to go. If that bridge is gonna be there, this tree needs to go. But I'm worried if I get rid of this tree... Yeah, this tree is just this one. It's not... So I can't quick chop this tree. I need to climb my way up. There we go. That would be a fun job, but that's one of those jobs that's just like, you will lose your voice if you're not careful about it. I believe what you're looking for, Pika, on this one, oddly, is so you want to be a voiceactor.com? Because that should have all the same resources. I think it's so you want to be a voiceactor.com. It's that or I want to be a voiceactor.com. It might be I want to be a voiceactor.com. What am I missing? Oh, now you realize. If I was being obnoxious. I want to be? Okay. Yeah, I knew I was close. Go there. Take this back a little bit. Get rid of you. There. Okay, so we did that. We broke our axe, though. We need to go get an axe. Wow, wow. Ugh. I don't have much energy today. I hate it. I think the interesting thing is, for a lot of the voice acting stuff, is a lot of people don't realize you don't actually need to be good at making voices. You just need to be good at keeping a consistent voice. And this isn't to discourage what you're saying. There's just kind of a general, like, a lot of people like, oh, I hate the sound of my voice, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it doesn't matter if you have, like, an attractive voice, an unattractive voice, a weird voice. It's that you have a voice that matters. That's the line. And it's like, it seems so, like, such a small line, but it's like, no, that's really it. The hard part is getting seen. I think a big spot is finding people who will pay you enough that you feel it's proper for what you're doing. Which there's far too many voice actors who don't take enough. One of my friends actually does classes on being a voice actor. Let me find But they're in Dead by Daylight, Fallout London, Albion Online, Brighter Shores, Winterboro, and Tavern Talk are listed on their page. I'm looking. I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Under the books and comics section. If you're after voice acting stuff, they do classes, like I said, and they're in a bunch of things. So you can check them out. Do. Okay. Okay. My brain is not my friend today. Like, I'm just staring at this like, what do I... We've got that. This is getting a better shape. That's an overhang, which is good. We want overhangs. I want to get rid of that tree, for sure. Which is this tree. Come on. So, just to show, this is why I don't like using the tree cutter thing, because it does a setup, it does a clean cut, right? It does that super clean cutaway from wherever it was, and it leads to spots like that I'm going to have to manually deal with. That's the creeper stuff repairing, because we have creeper repair on the server, to encourage people to visit each other more. Because there's nothing more discouraging than going to somebody else's base and accidentally blowing it up. But yeah, now my options are I could cut down that tree, which I don't really want to do, or I could eventually fill that in, and I feel like I'm going to eventually fill that in and just make that look better. Because this feels like a good shape, so if we go over here, we get this, and then maybe it sprawls out that way again. I hate that it's trying to rebuild things I don't want it necessarily to rebuild. Stop rebuilding. Stop rebuilding. I don't know if I got everything. I think we're good. But yeah, it does these square cutouts, so you can kind of see when you're in a forest what you've done. But this gives a decent shape and a decent bit of pathing, right? Because you really want to make sure everything has this flow. So we don't have a bridge here right now. Let's go this route with a bridge for now. Right, so now we can talk the general path, right? So like you come in here, you can go to the left, which will take you to the door. We'll have something in the middle to force you to do that. Or you can go here and you can go curve and you go to the right. And then you go across here and then you curve this way. Because one of the most important things when it comes to like good, interesting level design is you really need to not use straight lines that often. You need to try and avoid allowing the player to move in straight lines, especially in Minecraft, because you are building on a grid. You really don't want people to feel like they're on a grid, right? You need these paths to be curved, to be interesting. So like I want to talk about my base from a storytelling perspective, right? That building's gonna go at some point, but generally speaking, the idea is that you arrive on a boat, right? So you arrive, and your arrival point is this teleporter. So you arrive on a boat, you come out, you're in cabins. That's storage back there, but don't worry about that right now. But you arrive, you're in your cabin, and you go, okay, I'm gonna go up. You come through here. You're in more of a captain's quarters. There's gonna be a desk here, and then you go out the door. There's gonna be a railing on this side. The way off is this way. So you already can't take the short path. You're forced to go the long way around, unless you really want to like try and parkour and go, all right, I'm going here and I'm skipping that, right? You're generally forced to go. I might put stuff in this way too, so you gotta go this way and then you go around to the way down. Then you go here. Well, we'll have a boat here. I want a destroyed boat here. But it puts you in a spot, right, where you're in this. There's going to be a building here, so it's blocking the view of the Torii Gate. But you can't go this way because it's water. You got a boat here. You're blocked off. You can't see out that way. So you're very cramped, right? And the idea is that you keep the player cramped. You get them going this way. We'll have a boat here, but also have the back of that house. You got the pile of stuff here, which if you explore a little bit, you'll get like just some little decoration stuff. I might do a little like put somebody fishing here, or have like a fishing rod laying down to tell a story that somebody does fish here. But just to have that little bit of environment. And then you come out this way. You've got your pathway that you can walk down. We'll put crap in areas that'll force you to kind of curve. So pile of boxes here, pile of boxes there. So it forces you to kind of S-curve along the blue. You have a way down there. You don't need to go that way. Hey, box! But then you go over this way. You can look to your right, see a building. Straight ahead, you've got a building, but it's a dead end. And then you go this way, and then you can see the Torii Gate, right? So it's already put you on this path where instead of the fast route, which would be there, you've now instead got to go there, and then you've curved it, and you've made it more interesting already. And then you've given an illusion of choice. You've got a dead end, but then you've got the main path that you can go this way. And it causes this to be a reveal, right? Especially if we put like bright shops or something along these sides, you have this reveal where you're suddenly seeing a lot more. And then because it's a tall structure, it's a tall, narrow structure that caused you to kind of look up rather than short, wide ones, which cause you to look across. So we'll see that later. So you go up and go this way. We'll have a path going off the side, but your main path is going to be the most illuminated that you want the player to go down. And you eventually come around here. And now, because you've already seen the Torii Gate, you don't need the grand reveal again. So you get over here, and you've got another one. But because we've overgrown it with the mangrove and stuff, it's now more horizontal. aesthetically when you look at it, which causes your eye to go this way. So when you go through, you get the building again that actually covers the entire width of your view as your main building, and there'll be like a fountain or something here. But it covers your main view, so instead of looking up, your eyes are kind of darting side to side, which will guide you down the path to the left that'll lead over to it, or to the right where you want to go. But then you have your building here. We'll do something to kind of have a little bit of an eye draw up, but you don't need it as much, because you're trying to get them to look side to side now, right? And then they can go around this way, get to the door, or they could have gone the other way. Thank you for the cherry blossoms. But then you go across this, you get here, you have a small path that will probably go over to like right here and be done. Or you have your path to the right that goes here, and then this will probably split off in the two directions as well. But it's just that idea if you want people to explore your locations, you need to make them get lost. And not lost to the point where they don't know where they are anymore, but lost to the point where they are looking around. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and they want to explore, and they want to see more. Another thing I had talked about in my previous bases is not every building needs to be able to be gone into. Right, so some of these buildings over here, right, are like, maybe, like, this is somebody's house, right? They may have a shop, like, right here, but the house is right here. Maybe this door is unable to be opened. Like, we could put it on the front surface and put a block behind it, or we could have this completely solid. Like, you're not really meant to go in. I could also use trap doors here. I could make an entirely fake door that can't even be interacted with. There's options in order to make it so you're not really meant to be there. Or we could treat a lot of the doors you're meant to go in, like the one on the boat, where it's actually completely fake, made out of armor stands, and it's already open. Because one of the big things is I don't want people... I don't want people messing with doors they're not meant to open. And it's a big issue. But you're not meant to go into every house. It's not yours. I am so tired right now. I am actually exhausted and I don't know why. Actually, will these do what I want? So something I want to get going here is I want every location to really be more detailed, and one of them is the water here, right? And I bone mealed this in the last stream just to kind of get a vibe for if this was right. And it is, but it isn't. Like, I need stuff that is a bit darker, and it does need frogs. Eventually I'm gonna have to breed a bunch of frogs and have them all over. Yeah, we need more crap like this. Right, that feels overgrown and gross, and can I have that back? Which one you took that? Thank you. There's an armor stand in the way there. So I can't I can do like no. Okay, I placed that one, but now I can't reach it. There we go. What bothers me with that one, though, and what I messed up is apparently... No, show arms, no. Why did you take the arm from me? Show arms, yes. No. That's why. I try to remove the arms whenever I can, because the arms are... If you remove the arms, you can't place something in... You can't place something into the arms of something that doesn't have them. Which is a big thing. Like, you want to hide the arms. If you toy with armor stands, always use the head if you can. And then always hide the arms. Because if you hide the arms, you can't accidentally give them something. If you're empty-handed, though, you can still take from their head. So, like, a general rule for my base is have something in your hands at all times. You know what? Valid quote. Is this the right leaf? Should I be using these leaves or a different leaf? Let me look at the leaves. Because I like how dark the spruce leaves are. But those leaves feel better. And those obviously work really well. I think I want birch leaves. Mangrove leaves and dark oak leaves, I think, are the ones I want. Why are all my cats hyper? Why are we hyper today? See, that feels too busy. That feels decent. That one's right. We're not busy, but thick. Okay. But yeah, so out of these, the dark oak leaves are the best ones. And I can mix in the mangrove ones. I don't think the birch are gonna work. But I think mixing these two together works fine, right? But not on the surface. Or at least not on that surface. I think they work fine if they're facing this way. They just don't work the other way. But I think it's mostly gonna be these ones. It's a matter of, like, how busy they are visually, like... It's not the one. Fine. There we go. Do. -4. -4. Not that one. Should be right there. Hey, Cryptic. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I try for chill vibes. Like, I don't want anyone to feel stressed out or ignored or anything during a stream. I want people to have a place where they can go to relax. So that does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go there, there, and there. And then Are you pulling on my mouse cord, sir? I don't like this new habit of yours. Stop that. BB just recently started doing this. Like in the last like 48 hours, he has begun pulling on cables, and it's like, please stop. Specifically, he's pulling on my mouse cord. Now, thankfully, him pulling on the mouse cord isn't quite the same as like a lot of people would deal with because I play with a trackball. Like I have a trackball mouse, right? So I don't have to move anything around. So I'm good on that regard. But it's just like. Yeah, I like this. I like this having this instead of just the little bits of grass sticking up, because this also allows for an easy way up if I fall in. So it's practical, but as a design thing, it looks more like plant growth on the top than the moss does that we've learned we can place. So again, it's why would I use moss? Yeah, it does. It looks like swamp foliage. And I can do it in a lot of these areas too, which is the nice thing. Like it's not just restricted. And mobs can't spawn in them, so I don't have to worry about lighting it up. But then I also want to do things like... You're a cherry log. I need cherry logs. You don't need that. Get rid of you. Keep the mud. Move the scaffold. Okay, we need cherry logs. And the reason I like cherry logs is the cherry logs... Well, I guess cherry logs aren't the right one for this. Because we're going to be seeing the side. The cherry logs work really well here because they look like they're wet versions of the mangrove when it's stripped. But if they're underwater, we can see the ends. So I want to use, I think, dark oak because they're waterlogged, right? Like they've been soaked for a long time. So we want to use dark oak when they're underwater. That's spruce. That. So we want to use dark oak when they're underwater because they're waterlogged, right? They've been soaking. They've been dealing with that. Okay. So we go to an area like here, and we do that, right? So you can barely see it. But if you go under, Minecraft does not have gators. But like you do this, right? Yeah, there are captions. We do have proper captions here, so it can make it easier for anybody who is hearing impaired or unable to necessarily listen at the time, or just needs that little bit of assistance if you have trouble focusing. And they're proper captions. I hate caption extensions so much. To anybody who may be listening, add captions to your streams if you stream. If you mouse over my stream by the settings gear, there's a little CC button you can click to get captions on. If you want to add them, though, you need to look up just look up OBS closed captions. It should be the first option. But if you Google it, it should pop up first. It takes 5 minutes to add to your stream. You set it up once and then you can forget it. You can also go into the filters. So when I say Cameron, it spells my name correctly. When I say Cowbear, it writes Cowbear correctly. If I say Zombie Cleo, I think it becomes one word. You can do a whole bunch of things like that, and it's super useful. I recommend everybody gets it. It said, it got Zombie Cleo wrong. Okay, you know what? We're dealing with that now because it shouldn't have done that. Let me see. Zombie Cleo. Okay, we're adding a filter for that. I want that correct. I forgot to add that in. Okay, so add text replacement. When replace Zombie Cleo. I don't know why it's writing it that way. With Zombie Cleo. And let's do... And what happens if I just say Cleo? Okay, so save. So now if I say Zombie Cleo... Hey, there we go. Got it. Oh, you know what I never did as a thing? What happens if I say Mari? Mari? Mari. What if I say Mari Apide? That was a do, yeah. Mari Apide. There we go. But yeah, you can just add filters in for all of it and make everything look nice and clean and easier to read. And but you just gotta address them when they pop up. But I think there's just a lot of little things like that that I think a lot of streams should add. Accessibility costs you nothing and helps people so much. That is such a crucial thing that I wish people understood, is like, it costs you nothing. And a lot of people end up using the extensions to try and do it. And here's my case against the extensions that people have been using. The extensions that exist at this point in time, the problem that happens is those on mobile who want to use captions have to choose between using the captions or being able to chat. They cannot do both. This captions extension works properly on the apps, all of that, on mobile, everything. And I just highly, highly, highly advise you take the time. It does pretty good with accents. It does struggle sometimes, but I think a lot of it is just taking the time, spending time with it, and just slowly going through the word filters, adding them. I've got like 20 of them. Because Cowbear had trouble with a long time. I was like, do you mean Colbear? No. Like it's just stuff like that. But it's like, you just spend the time, take the time to do it. Because I did make sure that it should say, if I say Cameron, it should spell it correctly. If I do Cameron JK, I believe it will do the whole thing, right? Or did I mess that up? Yeah, no, Cameron JK, it actually corrects into one thing for my name, and... Yeah, a few wrong words aren't the problem. It's mainly a big thing with getting usernames correct, because I find it very important. So like, for like the hermits, I would advise like saying every hermit's name and trying to make sure that's spelled correctly, right? Because that's useful. Because like, let's see what happens. What happens if I say B-double-O? Right, so we get that. So what I can do, I can take B-double-O, and I can make this more contextually make sense. So now if I say B-double-O, look at that. So it added in the 100. I didn't say it, but it makes it clear who I'm talking about, right? How would you turn captions on mobile? So if you're on Android, it's just the settings gear and closed captions. If you're on iPhone, though, iPhone is more restrictive on how to enable it. And on iPhone, you have to actually go into your system settings and turn on captions. I'm not sure on the specific location of it, but iPhone's a bit annoying about it. But we can do, like, what, if I say false symmetry? Yeah, so it did false symmetry. And I can make that say false symmetry. So if I hit save, so now when I say false symmetry, so if it hears me clearly, I have to make it separate. Right? So, but now, false symmetry. False symmetry. False symmetry. Right? So that helps. I also don't know how to spell symmetry, so that might be wrong. I think it's right. But like, there's just a lot of stuff like that where the names are going to occur a lot. An interesting one would be Corrales. Yeah. I'm gonna do save Corrales. There we go. But like you get a lot of stuff like that, right? Where there are things that would probably pop up in conversations, things you would come across. Like I don't think I'm gonna have it if I go Ren Dog. I get Red Dog. Ren Dog. But you usually just say Ren, so then it doesn't matter. But you get like stuff like that, right? But I wouldn't want to change Red Dog over because I feel like that could cause issues. Because, like, I could theoretically say, look at that red dog. Or I could mention Clifford the big red dog. There are certain ones you don't want to change. So you do have to make your choices. Clue, just start photoshopping images of Ren into the Clifford comics. Ow. Just like replace Clifford with a giant Ren. Awesome box. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where spending a little bit of time to do captions is such an important thing. And I try to make my streams as accessible as I can. I try to get the volume settings right. That's why the music gets quieter when I talk. And then it slowly goes back up to volume. All of the audio, I don't do jump scares because I feel like that can be jarring for people. At least not anything I would consider a jump scare. There's some that might be surprising, but nothing that's like a scream or anything like that. Like even in Cleo's, like, well, we do have like the dragon, right? It's more of a shocking one than a jump scare. And I just think it's really important to try and make sure that everybody can enjoy the stream. And I worry that a lot of bigger streamers, and I'm talking like the ones that are like the top 0.01% of streams, focus so much on having those staples like the screaming and things like that, like the loud noises, the jump scares, that they really lose sight on the amount of people that they lose by doing that. And yeah, it can help your channel grow. And I hate that can help your thing grow, but we did for a while on Cleo's have, if the goal was hit for, it was like if 100 gift subs were done a stream, it would do a jump scare. And we did remove it because it was like some people really hated it, and it was like it was funny, but it was a bit much. Ideally, that could be done in a way that would only, I mean, it can be done in a way where it's quieter for y'all, so it doesn't actually jump scare y'all in the same way. I think the worst jump scare we have on Cleo's now is just the Nost, right? Which is just the whoo, but it does the little pop up in front of the screen. And most people are on Twitch are lurkers. They're not seeing that anyway, right? So it's not like it's this like big, oh no, but it's just like it's there. I think jump scare goals like that are only good if you do not have a chat of lurkers, right? And I think too many people don't have their volume set up well, and because if they don't have their volume set up well, then there's other problems. Because you also run into channels that have like their volume all out of whack anyway, right? Because you ideally on Twitch, you want your volume to be hitting about -25 decibels. Right now I'm hitting -25 to -30, which is what you want. You want it to be right around that range, but everybody thinks everybody has their volume about. I can't even fake it because I've set my audio up well enough. Usually they're right about here, and that is not loud enough. I can't even force myself because I've adjusted my settings to make sure my microphone automatically increases my volume so you can hear me, no matter what. I can move. I am now 4 feet away from the mic. I am now 6 feet away from the mic. And I'm talking at the same volume level I was before. So the audio quality may not be as good. The volume quality may not be as good, but you could still hear me, right? Because I was further away, but I had a thing. -25 is where you want to be. Yeah, -25 is where you want to be. And I think the big problem is that people don't understand in OBS where their volume actually is, because everybody looks at it and goes, oh, that colored bar is my volume. No, it's not. The color is not where your volume is in OBS. Your volume is the little black bar inside the color. And no one ever tells anyone this. All these guides, they never bring it up, but no, that is the outside range. So like if you have a high pitched voice, it might go one way. If you have a low pitched voice, it might go the other way, and it has reverb and carries, but your actual volume is hi, BB. Hi. BB just tried to swat at my hand while I was talking with my hands. Well, see, the biggest problem, and I understand why that happens, Tidy. A lot of people don't realize because they'll check their volume on mobile. This is something I've learned with a lot of streamers. They check their volume on mobile. They're streaming and they're like, I need to check my volume, how are my levels? And they check it on mobile to see how it sounds. And I get why they do that. However, people don't know this. Mobile has an upward compressor on it. And if you don't know what an upward compressor is basically it'll take all your quiet sounds and move them up. It's the same reason for people who watch TikTok a lot. TikTok is all consistent in their volume. They all, like when you're watching on mobile, TikToks are completely consistent in volume. They all have an upward compressor that makes sure the quiet sounds all go up to a certain level. So you can always hear a TikTok. Try watching them on desktop. Desktop doesn't have an upward compressor. That volume is all over the place. And it's horrible. It's actually abysmal. But that is a thing called an upward compressor. And basically it pushes all the quiet sounds, makes them louder. All Twitch has those as well on their streams. So when you're watching streams, you're hearing that, and it makes it not as easy to really tell what's going on, what your volume is. It's also why, like, if I'm having volume issues, my question is never, am I loud enough? My question is that loud enough compared to me? Velvy, if you go to my profile on Blue Sky and go to the feeds section, I have a section I have a feed that I run called Streamer Tips. There's Blue Sky Advice and Streamer Tips. Check the Streamer Tips one. Most of these are actually already written down for you, so you can just check that feed, and they're all there. So yeah, I have that. I run the Furry VTuber feed as well. Like I have 3 feeds. 2 of them are personal ones that people can access, and then 1 is the furry VTuber feed. That is interesting, Cold. What type of phone do you have? I'm just wondering if this is part of the equation. The big reason you want to have your volume at that -25, though, more than anything, is that is the volume that ads are at on Twitch. So if you are watching a very quiet stream and you aren't subscribed or you don't have turbo, it'll get really loud and you will go deaf. Like, you will deafen your viewers, and the last thing you want to do is piss off your viewers. Like, the very last thing you want to do is piss off your viewers. And shitty volume can really do it. Thank you, Velvy. That is interesting, Cold. Because yeah, no. This is a more recent change. Like, this is something I noticed happening in the last like 6 months. That the volume thing was a thing. So I don't know if this is like fully a thing, but this is something I noticed in the last 6 months. I don't think it was always the case. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it was always the case. So that might be part of what's going on here, is just it wasn't a thing for a long time, and just now it is. This adds a lot. That happening right there is because of an optimization thing I have on to make them less laggy. If I get rid of that, you can see. So that's fine. But yeah, no, upward compressors are a pain in the butt. So that's why never ask chat if you're loud enough. Learn where that line is. Learn to get your mic to -25. Figure out compressors to get your volume up at that -25, so that way you're always in that range, and you do not have to worry about if you're loud enough. I also cannot get too loud. If I scream and yell, I'm at the same volume. That was me yelling. It compressed me back into that range. It keeps me from getting too loud. It works. It helps. It's one of those things where you just need to figure that out. But yeah, never ask chat if your volume is good. Because you're gonna have people who are on desktop, you're gonna have people who are on mobile, you're gonna have those conflicts going on, and you're really not gonna get a clean answer. The only thing I would pay attention to in your chat is if somebody goes, "You're really quiet" or "You're really loud." But otherwise, it needs to be somebody you know and trust understands what they're talking about. I've gone into friend streams that I've helped do their audio, and I'll bring up like, "Hey, by the way, your audio is really quiet," and their chat will go, "It's fine. It sounds fine to me. I don't see the problem. It's how it's always been." One of my friend's streams the other day was at -50 decibels. I can't, that is, -50 decibels is how loud the voices are in the music you're listening to right now while I speak. Because when I stop talking, it'll move back up. But -55, -50 is where the audio gets reduced to when I'm talking for my music, and that's how loud they were normally. And it's one of those, you do not want it that quiet. Yeah, it's important to know, like, comparatively, like, is the music good? Like, but that's a question of, is it okay compared to me? Is it overpowering me, right? Like, because you want to know if it's louder than you. You want to know if you're hard to hear. But it's not a matter of, is it loud enough? It's a matter of, can I be heard properly over top of this? Or am I, like, do I need to turn it down, right? Yeah, music is ambience. I do think speedrunners are in a spot where they can afford to have it a bit louder because they're probably not talking as much. Like, streamers who are more competitive or less chatty with chat can afford to do that. But generally speaking, if you have music, one, put it on a channel that is not going to be put into your VODs. which is really hard for me to explain. I hate explaining that because it's usually using outside software. Why do I have... Wait. Sorry, I'm realizing I have some audio source showing that should not be. You. I don't need to see you. Hide. Sorry. But yeah, you generally want to make sure your audio stuff is all... You want it to be on a correct channel. You want it to be on a correct like audio channel, so that way it's not in the VODs. So like my music is not in the VODs, so you won't hear any of it. Yeah. So it's funny. It's funny though with the whole like audio things. Audio issues are usually going to be your issue. I have not changed the volume. Here's the thing. I have not changed the volume settings on my computer, like how loud the volume is, like out of 0 to 100. It's at 100. I use an external sound bar. I have that set up to a certain level, and I don't touch that. The only thing I adjust is using the in-video volume things. I typically watch YouTube at about 50% because I'm not using headphones. When I use headphones, everything's at 100 and I leave it there. So I know exactly how things sound compared to everything else. So I'm in a very consistent thing. So my mic was $120. And my mic is not considered an amazing mic. It's a useful and easy plug and play mic. I have the Elgato Wave 3. I think it's a great mic. I think it's a fantastic mic. It just works. It has a built-in pop filter, which the fact people I see so many people with a pop filter on this mic. It's like you know it has one already, right? There's just one inside the mic. Like, and they sell official ones, and it's like, okay. Oh god, yeah. If you're using those cheap headsets, you're gonna be peaking your mic a lot. But a lot of that is people not knowing how they're supposed to hold those. A lot of the headset mics with like the boom, if it's got a little boom on it, the boom should be straight out, not in front of you. The boom is supposed to be to your side. And then they also need to adjust the mic to be... One thing a lot of people don't do is you want to change your mic typically to be monaural. Mine is on monaural right now, so you're only hearing it out one side. I'm not sure I can change that. But you can tell it to be mono or not, and yeah, your mic should always be mono. If I turn that off, there we go. Now it's actually off, but it's still doing it because I think this is only one that I've got set up. But a lot of people won't set their mic to be monaural, and then they're off to like one side, and then they'll move to the other side. It's like, just set it up as mono. You should be centered. I had considered at one point to put Mari offset to the side, so you hear Mari out the one ear. But... ugh. Ba-da-bum. I have done nothing for a while. Well, I mean, we did put junk in the water. And I do like the junk we put in the water, so I shouldn't be complaining. Like, this is nice. I think lily pads are too vibrant. I like the lily pads, but they do feel very vibrant here. We have been vibing, and that's the important part. That's what really matters. I am dropping occasional frames. I'm gonna have to look into optimizing my Minecraft after the stream. I've only dropped 65 frames the entire 2.5 hours we've been live, which is not bad, but I have been dropping frames. And it's due to CPU stuff. So or GPU stuff. I think the water is probably the most forgotten about thing in so many Minecraft builds. Like, it's such an important cosmetic. I have box. The problem I have with those as a thing, though, is I don't like how the glass looks. I like the candle part. But I don't entirely like other parts of it. So it's a bit of a mixed bag there. I missed these. Add in some roots. You do not look good from the side, huh? Like, they look fine when they have something next to them. Oh, that's interesting. So they look fine if they have... Why not that one? What? Why is that Why is that fine? Also, hi, killer. Why is that fine and that not? Oh, wait. Wait, no. I was gonna say because the one's a source block, but no, that doesn't make sense. How are you? You're fine. You're not. What is going on?
Hey Cameron, I think it's time you move before you fuse with the chair. Go grab a drink.
Don't be so mean, Mari. I'm not gonna take a break yet. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. So for anybody who's curious why Mari chimes in like that occasionally, I have Mari set up to say random things that have been submitted by the community and slightly modified to fit a little bit better. Whenever it is time to run ads. So once an hour after the ads. Basically in order to tell me, hey, you should probably run ads to turn off pre-rolls. I just don't feel like it quite yet. There we go. What? Oh, fuse with the chair. No, we are not. We are sadly not talking about that kind of fusion. So there. Okay, we need to get more. Which leaves were these? Dark oak. Whoop. Ah, itchy nose. Okay, grab more dark oak leaves. We're good on the rest. Technically the azaleas probably would work pretty well, but I feel like the azalea is too bright. I have a feeling, Pika, that her diamond would be green. To more grab from the eyes. Let's go there, 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 there. I mean, it wouldn't be a diamond. It's not always a diamond, right? It's a gem. So there's the diamonds. There's 4 diamonds. There's white diamond, blue diamond, white diamond, blue diamond, pink diamond, and yellow diamond. But there's no I want to make a statement about Steven Universe that I found very funny because Tumblr was still alive and thriving then. Like Tumblr's still alive, but it's not thriving now, right? Something I always found funny when there was all these like theories going on about about Steven Universe and all this stuff, right? The one thing that always got me was like, there was the very first episode, not the very first episode, but the overall, the first episode where they saw the image of the 4 diamonds getting mentioned. The very first time that happened, and my brain just went, so rose quartz is pink diamond. Immediately knew. And the reason I knew was because that was a diamond cut. It was a diamond cut. Like, it was just the cut of the gem was like that's how you cut a diamond. That's not a like, it was just like that's a diamond cut, and it's just like All right, but it is time to take a quick break. So we're gonna be right back for 3 minutes. We're gonna be right back. I will catch you all in 3 minutes. Stretch your legs, grab a drink, take care of yourselves. And if you have Streamloots, you can click a little link that's gonna appear in chat, get a free soundboard card. But be right back. Okay, I'm in a loop. I need to do something. I need to tilt. Tilt! There was another path to the side. I saw it. So tilt that way. Tilt this way. Woo! Tilt. Tilt. Ow! That was rude. You know what I just realized? This game has no fall damage. Oh. 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 Huh. I tried to jump off early.
Protect and serve.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dog meat?
Hey. Over here.
You know, that is not my fault. I tried to get dog meat away from that. Y'all saw that? I tried my best. I'm gonna destroy these cabbages. My cabbages! Wait, I gotta do it right. My cabbages! Is that better? Specifically this and this dog. And we're gonna pet this dog with the best pet you have ever seen in any game in your entire life, okay? This is very important. This is a very important moment. I'm petting Paz. There we go. Wait. Perfect. See? I like that they keep. Sir? Hello. Hello. I just assigned Quinn a persona because of a single post that Quinn just did on Blue Sky. because Quinn was posting about eating like a teenager, everything they eat is trash. I just went raccoon persona when, and I'm like, I say that, but possum? Phoebe, why are you attacking my mouse cord? This is why I had to switch to a trackball in the first place, because your brother was doing this. I'm having cat troubles today is what I'm having. What else would make sense? I mean, rocks? We need rocks in here, right? What kind of rocks would go well under here though? Because if they're too bright, they're gonna stand out. We don't want to just do like regular stone. Deep slate kinda works. Muddy mangrove roots, I do not have enough of these collected. But muddy mangrove roots would go good down here. I've only got 12. We don't really have a lot of dark stone, do we? Like, I'm just thinking about it. We really don't. We've got like deep slate and that's it. Which I guess works, but that is not what I'm after. Huh. Like I never really thought about it, but yeah, no, there's not enough dark blocks. I think that is just a genuine issue. Coal blocks? I mean, no, coal blocks are too dark. Coal blocks may as well just be black. That there's not enough there. Mossy cobblestone, maybe. Hey, Gremlin. By the way, if you haven't done your check-in, you should do your check-in. It does track, kind of. It only tracks sometimes though, so it's a bit of pointless gambling basically. But when you do a check-in, it has a chance to slap me or pet Mari, and both of those are tracked. So they may get reset with the new layout stuff. Unsure. Thank you for the check-ins. Ow, 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 ow. But yeah, I try to, so that's even related. We had the conversation about like jump scares and the captions and stuff, and trying to make things as accessible as possible. Mangrove roots are directional blocks, really. If you had told me that, I never would believe you. More blocks need to be directional blocks. The one I'd really like to see as a directional block that I think needs addressed is smooth soul sand or soul soil, right? That needs to be modified to be directional. It bugs me. Okay, let's go here. But yeah, how does deep slate look down here, right? How does deep slate look? Like if I just put a thing of deep slate. That's not too bad. Deep slate I can deal with. Though I do think I want to turn these into slabs. Because I think more often than not, we're not going to want the full block or stairs or anything. We're going to want slabs. Are there not deep slate slabs? Or are they just not in my thing? There's not deep slate slabs? What is this? I'm guessing there's cobbled deep slate slabs? Yeah, but there's not regular deep slate slabs, really. Huh. I'm bothered by this. Yeah. It's just weird. Like, if you're adding a new block, right? If you're adding a new one that fits into the category of other ones that already exist, you should make sure it has the traits that the other ones had. Why are you not waterlogged? Why did that place and not waterlog? Weird. Yeah, that works really well. Just having these little areas, right? Because I feel like there are areas that the player is meant to go and areas the player is not meant to go. And you need to make it clear what those are. And this is a very subtle aesthetic thing that a lot of people aren't going to notice. Well, I appreciate you popping in, BC. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in for a second. I think there's these little things that, like, obviously not a lot of people are going to care about. But I care about it. Right? And it's just, you're not really going to notice it necessarily. It's not a huge deal to have this looking nice. But I think these little details are a sign of care. It's not as obvious depending on the time of day. I wonder how clear this is to see without shaders. Yeah, see, you can see that pretty well without shaders. It's less obvious here, but it's still there, right? And I think especially with, like, if they're swimming, things like that, you're gonna get more and more of these kind of moments where it's like, no, there's something there worth, like, it makes you want to explore more. When you see those little details, you want to see what details you can find. And I think that's where a lot of things fall short for me in a lot of Minecraft builds that people do. Like, there's so much crap under docks. There's so much crap under a dock like this. And just having the crap actually there in real life, or not in real life, but having the crap there in the game makes me want to see what else there is. And that, I think, is kind of crucial to having a more interesting base, right? Because, like, I'm intrigued when I see that detail's been added. I still think Mojang kind of dropped the ball a bit when it comes to underwater for swamps, especially. Like, they added, right? They added in mud. as a mangrove swamp thing. But they thought, no, we're gonna leave the underwater shit. We're gonna just leave that as we're just gonna leave that as regular dirt, because yeah, that makes sense. And that's why we have the bucket. But yeah, I think these details are really important. Like, I do want to add more lily pads and stuff in, but that's gonna be a bit of a more odd one to add in, because one, I have to collect a bunch of them. Sorry. Quinn replied to my Blue Sky post. It was just, you're not supposed to out people like this. Like, you sure? No, I just said I missed that memo. Okay, I'm liking how this feels. Obviously, there's a lot of spots that are gonna need more. I don't think I have lily pads. I'm gonna look to see if I have lily pads. I don't think I saw any in there though, but I have a single lily pad. Okay, I need to test this. Bone meal. Give me that. Server's gonna restart. Okay, bone meal. Do I have any rotten flesh at all? Probably not. I probably converted it to leather. So, I know that sounds like an odd statement, but basically on this server there is a data pack that allows you to like, I've got so much crap in my inventory. There's a data pack that allows you to replicate certain plant life if you have bone meal and rotten flesh. And I don't know if lily pads are included in that. Server is on its scheduled restart. It does it every 3 hours. It doesn't take long to boot up. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh yeah, on the server we also have a do not disturb option and a streaming option. This is something we added based on community suggestions. Basically, because some people felt like they needed to chat when they didn't, and it was a way to kind of like, hey, this is a way to say like, hey, you just want to be left alone and whatnot. I don't think I have any rotten flesh. We might have some at spawn. Meow. I'm gonna go check. Wait, do I have any in here? No. Whoop. Okay. We might have some rotten flesh here. It's possible somebody's just dropped some off. Your home is a mess. It's the beautiful iron farm. I love the iron farm. It looks like it very much does not belong here. Why is it so dangerous? I also should grab this and update this. So we're gonna take that with us. How we doing on the iron? Not bad. I'm guessing here. We've got another gold farm. I'm guessing there's rotten flesh here? I haven't been to the Nether. I don't think I've actually been to the Nether in a long time on the server. 12 rotten flesh seems good. With your statement, I would abstain. I would go with abstain. Isn't that where I meant to go? I went to the wrong location. I went to go here. There we go. Okay, yeah, so I can create lily pads that way. Okay, we got 14. I need more bone meal, which is over here. Okay, we got 26 lily pads now. That is an improvement. It happens. I forget a lot of words too. No worries. Okay, our map is updated. Let's go back to the spawn, place it in. But yeah, you can see we've got our building here. We've got our home there, right? We got our boat docked here. I actually really like how this lined up because this is like right at the tail end of the boat. So it's a pretty good spot. I also love how messy my map is, right? But we've got that, we got that, we got our path that goes here, and it lines up right with the edge of our building. Like, this is like the perfect map position for where it could have been. Bigby's is still absurd. I love what Bigby's done here. Though, I do have to complain, because, like, Bigby, if you see this in the future, you should have mirrored this. The hand should be the other way, so you got a left and a right hand. You had a missed opportunity. Okay, up we go. Oh, that one didn't work because this one's food. Why isn't that one cloning? That's food. But yeah, usually if you have like one lily pad, you're gonna have like a couple of them. So we do something like that where we have like 4 of them in one spot, right? Because I think that's what makes lily pads really annoying in Minecraft is that's not like lily pads are not typically this like simple spread. They're like 4 or 5 of them. Like that, and that's it. Sometimes you get like the massive areas of them, but generally speaking, you're looking at something more like this. Did you know lily pads will always face the same way on the same coordinates all the time? Their direction is coordinate based, so this annoying stepping pattern we have going on can't be fixed. And it's being a dick about it. There we go. But yeah, they're like completely coordinate based. And then if there's a fishing spot, there wouldn't be lily pads here because that'd be a real pain to deal with. But you can put them off to the side. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. Let's go over here. There we go. I'm gonna do a self-serving, but very big thank you thing really quick to y'all. One of the things that I worry about with my streams, and I have been worried about a long time, is stagnant growth issues, right? I don't feel like my channel's growing anymore. I've hit kind of a wall. And so when it comes to like moments like this where a lot of y'all are hanging out and spending time here, I just want to say thank you. It does mean so much that you've chosen to hang out here and spend more time here and just give me that shot. And I know some of you aren't new, so that it's less of a, well, of course, and it's like, yeah. But I think it's just it's very hard to grow as a streamer anymore, so just seeing some new faces come by and enjoying the time here and continuing to be here and chat and stuff, it just means so much. So just thank you. Hey, Double, how's it going? Aw, well, thank you, Cryptic. Yeah, water is a good friend. Water is a good friend. Water is good people. Okay, apparently I have to take a moment to pet my cat. Because otherwise he's gonna pet me until I pet him. You have Pika. Water is a good friend. I met Water through Cleo technically, though I don't think there was much conversation. I met Water through Cleo. And then Water's been doing really well lately. Really happy for Water. Really happy for Water. Water just got partner. But how's it going, Double? I hope you're doing well. We're gonna do an awkward shout out for Double. And see what embarrassing clip we get. Let's go.
I'd like to do a vengeance story where the character... Ah! Maple!
Oh, peaking microphones.
Day!
Peaking microphone. Why?
Anyway. I'd like to do a vengeance... No! I'm talking about D&D characters!
Why is that so loud? Why is the volume not controlling like it's supposed to? So that shout out is not supposed to be that loud. So I do apologize for it being that loud, but why was it that loud? Yeah, I mean, it's fine that it is, but I don't understand why that was that loud, because I adjusted the volume down. Shoutouts. It's this one, I think. Is it this? Is that a different thing? I think that's a different thing. I don't know. Larmeth, could you make a note to just say figure out shoutout volume? I don't know why that was that loud. Because it is not supposed to be. So I do apologize to anybody who got deafened there. Ugh. There's supposed to be a compressor on it. And I don't think it worked. I'm gonna have to run tests. Okay, let's see. I feel better with this. You know what? You know what we need? We need an armor stand. I don't know. Okay. I need rotten flesh. I have bone meal. I need rotten flesh, and I need a spore blossom. Does anyone know where I can get a spore blossom on this server? Anybody that is on this server that may have a spore blossom. Thank you, Larmouth. Yeah, I know. There's a handful of people that are on this server, though, and I need to figure out... I will look. I will look. I mean, I feel there's no way that Nahi doesn't, because Nahi has everything, but I don't know where it would be with Nahi's. I'm stealing one rotten flesh in case I find it. No, no. Okay. I don't think you have one. Assuming this is everything you have, I don't think you have one. You do have a lot of rotten flesh. Yeah, let's loot through these stuff. Nope, 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 nope. 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 Double check that one. Nope. No. 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 Nope. I don't feel like Big B would. No, I don't. Help! Okay. Just in the off chance there's one here, because I just need to copy it. No. 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 Avon likes to explore and get everything. No. Wow. Not even in the living things chest. Extra rocks. Nope. Fish. Oh yeah, these. Those are actually all fish. They may not look it, but they are. No spore blossoms. I need spore blossoms. Oh, my back hurts. I'm doubting Bigby has any. It doesn't feel like Bigby would have any. Bigby doesn't have the vibe of somebody who would have them. I'm sorry. Because Bigby just likes doing map art. Like, most of Bigby's existence is collecting resources for map art. Sorry. So, like, you just try to see if there's map art. Or you try to see if there's anything near, but there's typically not. Bigby has a hub. No, but it's our hub. This is the inverse hand. Which I'm guessing doesn't have storage. The turtle farm, the geode, the mine bottom, and the fishing hut. Yeah, I don't think any of those are helpful. There's a good vibe to it. I don't know if Greg has one. I think Greg is in full lurk mode. And then Greg's storage was up there, I think. Yeah. Stone, wood, tools, functional blocks, books, trim. At least they're labeled. I don't feel like any of that would have been labeled. Okay, none of that. I'm intrigued because I really feel like somebody at some point would have come across them. They had to have, because we've got azaleas, right? I mean, I guess that doesn't mean they had to, but that makes this kind of annoying. Because like suddenly that is now a search for a thing that we should have come across already, right? Put all that there. There we go. Go here. Grab this. Yeah, because I want a Spore Blossom for one very specific reason, and it's that they look really, really good with lily pads. That's all it is. It's one cosmetic thing, but I really, really, really want it. Oh! Oh, big stretch. Okay. So. We have options. I'm also holding my own head. Well, yeah, the existence of, well, they allude to it, but you find them underground, so you don't need to have gone to the underground in order to get the spore blossom. It's just that they exist. And I don't think I made them craftable. I think that was in the old version that you could craft them in some fashion. If I do spore. Oh, we can't. Oh no, see, yeah, you can make it, but you need a spore blossom. That's what I figured. Boop. Oh, this song is very quiet. Ugh, sorry. I haven't eaten yet today. I will be eating post-stream. Do I have anything in this chest? No. Going on a journey, going on a journey, going on a journey. Hope there'll be some spores. Well, okay. I feel like we could see a spore block, or we could see an azalea from above, technically, right? If we're observant enough. Right there. Right, so we're here, and we need to go here. So that is... right there. And so we need to go follow, we need to follow that one river. It is a little counterproductive. I won't disagree with you on that. I don't think it's horrible, but it is a little bit counterproductive. But it should be down this river here. Right? Yep. Oh, just as a note, because it's relevant, water should also have captions. Cleo has captions, water has captions. I basically try to force all my friends to add captions to the channel, and if they don't, I will bombard them with it until they add them. So, any of my friends should have captions. And if they don't have captions and I find out, I'm going to tag them in the post, or I'm going to send the post at them. Dubal, do you have captions? I know you were lurking. Okay, so it should be directly in front of us. 4744. Listen, I'm still harassing people to try and get them to use alt text on Blue Sky. I do not hold back when it comes to accessibility shit. Okay? Add accessibility shit or perish. How did I miss? Ah ha ha! There you are. I didn't bring a torch. This is our life now. Why was there water there? No! Fuck, 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 I'm gonna die. I almost died. I need to get back up that one. Why do I see daylight right there? Is there actually a hole all... Oh, I guess I...
I've ever met.
Well, I came down that one. Oh no, I did. Yeah, no, I. Come on, stay alive. Okay, so we've got a problem. Have a good one, Cryptic. We've got a problem. I'm trapped in a hole. I have no health. I at least know where the hole is. We do have a cheaty approach we could do here. In theory. Like, in theory, I could just log out and then all the mobs would despawn. Which is how you cheat on servers, but do I want to cheat? Well, I'm in a closed off hole, Neku. I'm in a closed off hole. I'm waiting for my health to get back up. Okay, so I'm gonna do the cheating method. So we've logged out. And now we're gonna sit here for just a little bit. And then we should be able to log in. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Woo! Woo! There we go. Oh, nice. So, I mean, it's not gonna work on wardens. I think it may only work if other people are still on the server. Which might be the issue. I think if no one's on the server, it may not work. Okay, so here's the thing. We're getting a bunch of rooted dirt. But yeah, why is there so much rooted dirt here? That made me completely unable to see anything in the dark. The contrast was gone, but like... But like, where's the... Did I not get a cave? Like, legit, I think I just didn't get a cave underneath the azalea? Unless it's really far down. Which isn't ideal, right? Ow. Where's my boat? There it is. So I think we need to head back. We need to bring torches, because I forgot torches. And go from there. All the cats have entered sleep mode now. They're all just out like a light. Ugh. Oh. Got a bunch of roses. Yeah. I feel like I should, put, like, something to signify the entrance to my base. Like, I can see it over there, right? I can just barely see it, but it is there. But I feel like I should, like, signify it on the map a little more visually. Like, even if it was just, like, something, like a little beacon out here or something, like... I don't know. We'll get there eventually. Now it looks like the forest is on fire. Okay. Yeah, we need torches. Whoop. Where? Oh, what's that, Neku? Got it. You don't know what, but you did it. Oh. Oh, man. So tired. I think that stretch was the sign for me, though, that I think I'm done for the day. So we're ending a little bit earlier than we normally do on Wednesdays. Normally we go all the way to 3. But I believe my energy is hitting that little threshold where I do need to stop, sadly. Oh, you did the billboard. Yeah. So if you that billboard basically will change its name to you. So whoever claimed it last gets to be the one who owns the billboard, and then you can do it and keep changing the name. And it has a little message for you when you redeem it, talking about you. Thank you again, Cleo, for the raid. I do appreciate it. But I am and thank you to Sheepy for the sub. I do appreciate it. And everybody who followed today, it does mean a lot. I do need to send you on your way, though. I will be streaming again later tonight after I have food in me and I'm a little bit more rested. But I'm going to send you all on your way over to... Trying to see the best chill vibes. I think out of who is live right now, the best place I can send you over to is actually going to be over to Ray. Ray is doing pixel art. They're making stuff for the stream avatars, which is always fun. But we're gonna go and raid Ray Spark. Ray is great. Ray is fantastic, and they will be very happy to have you, I am sure. I hope you have a fantastic day. I appreciate you all spending today with me. You have all been absolutely lovely. Thank you again for all the follows. If you are not following, please consider clicking the follow button before I end up having to throw you over to the next channel. But I love and appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic one. Links in case you need them. There is my Blue Sky. There is my Discord. Those are the best ways to hang out. I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a good one. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
あ、感じる。コスモを感じるわ。